Hello again, dear friends and fellow seekers. Welcome back on Allahabad or Prayagraj campus of HI, right here on the banks of Mother Ganga. She is flowing peacefully behind me, as you can probably see. And well, it's an amazing place here today. It's very quiet, but just imagine around 5 kilometers from here, just in the direction behind my back, there is at present the largest spiritual gathering on earth going on. Yesterday and today there have been 2 main bathing days. That means days where people of India mainly come here to take their holy dip, to get a spiritual upliftment. And so there are at current around 2 million people just 5 kilometers from here. And on some days there is so much going on there with pujas and chanting and everything that the campus here is buzzing with sound. But right now it's a very quiet period, so I thought I'd make some videos for you. And as promised in my last video, I'd like to read you something from the Sri Sukta book, from the English edition, not the German one that I have done. As you know, this is targeting to all my international friends mainly. And as I told you, in the past week or so, I have been really reflecting on selfless service, which is a huge topic in this world, and also about the state of the world, what is going on in general, what is going on in our countries. So there's a lot of things that we can relate to through the implications that selfless service have. But first of all, something about the state of the world. So if you have the book, you probably already know it well, but there is a very interesting paragraph or subchapter which is called The Deeper Understanding of Poverty and Prosperity. And I'd like to read a little bit of this to you. So it says, poverty is generally defined as the lack of sufficient means to meet daily needs, while prosperity means having bountiful resources to material desires, passions and ambitions. As you can see, this sentence is already like connecting to this crowdfunding campaign also. It's there to meet the needs that are necessary to get these books out into the world. So it continues. According to the tradition of Sri Vidya, these definitions are simplistic and fail to convey the true meanings of the terms. For the masters who received the revelation of Sri Sukta, the domain of poverty encompasses much more than the lack of sufficient food, clothing, or shelter. Poverty is defined by deficiency. A person with little or no food, clothing, or shelter is clearly poor. But to an enlightened mind, so is a person with a weak body and mind. A person suffering from deficiency in minerals and enzymes is poor. As a person with a compromised immune system is poor. A person whose lungs, heart, liver, kidneys, nervous or endocrine system are not functioning efficiently is poor. A person living in a household bereft of love and understanding is poor. A person suffering from loneliness and a sense of unworthiness is poor. As is a person lacking self-understanding, enthusiasm, courage, ambition, and confidence. Anyone deficient in creativity or the skill to put their knowledge into action is poor, as is anyone who is impressionable, dependent on the opinions of others, and lacking in determination. A person who gravitates towards low-grade thoughts and ideas, who engages in foul or destructive conversations, and who engages in mindless actions is poor. The masters of the Sri Vidya have observed that our inability to eat, digest, and assimilate food properly is a more severe form of poverty than lacking sufficient food. Our deeply ingrained habit of misusing and abusing resources has consequences far more severe than our ability to access plentiful resources. So, if you let that settle and reflect on it, it clearly means that if you think about the state in the world and the state in our families, in our societies, there is such a high level of poverty or lacking love, for example, which is named specifically here, self-esteem, self-confidence, all these aspects related to creativity that are lacking in some parts of our society and personalities. So all this is a kind of poverty. And this book is really an uplifting book which can change a lot of these things simply by getting us into a state where we get aware of it, we change our own little things in our daily life, in our families, and all of a sudden more love and thus more prosperity is pouring out into the world, and things that are actually contributing to the general prosperity of all humankind is manifesting. So that is one of the reasons why I really love this book and why I really want this book to be available to German seekers also. And so I'd really love to ask you to contribute to this mission. And there's one more paragraph, a very short one, I would like to read to you. So please bear with me. So it talks about the prosperity emerging from the mantric Shakti of these books. So from the practice, the actual practice of Sri Sukta. So one paragraph reads, prosperity emerging from the mantric Shakti of Sri Sukta is further marked by 4 qualities: inner fragrance, unsuppressibility, lasting nurturance, and the ability to digest and assimilate. Inner fragrance refers to our very essence, the qualities of selfless love, compassion, and the impulse to work for the higher good. So I hope it is clear that all the intention to publish this book in German is exactly meeting the ground that this paragraph that I just read to you is talking about. So again, I'm kindly asking you to think about your possibilities, think about your impact in the world, be selfless in whatever way you can, just to support and give to the whole of mankind and the whole of creation. And if you feel that contributing to the crowdfunding campaign to get the German edition out is the right thing to let your selfless service, your selfless love flow, then I'm even more grateful and thankful for the selfless action you take. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you have a great day after watching this video. Enjoy this peaceful, serene view on Mother Ganga one more time. And with that, I'll send you all my love. Bye-bye.